Hey guys, this is Mark Goldberg from Mark Vlogs Watches, and I have some exciting news for you. I believe it to be true. I've got inside source, I've got the scoop, I've got information, I've got the skinny, I've got the dope, and I'm going to share it with you today. But before we go any further, let's go ahead and get the quick wristwatch check out of the way, and it's a little different than you might think. Here she is. Today, guys, I am wearing a Seiko turtle. It's the new King turtle. I don't know if you can really get a look in this light right now, but it is a beautiful blue Save the Ocean with a fun wavy dial. It's kind of the watch I wear when I want to be having a little bit of fun. It's a whimsical, happy watch. But today we are going to talk about the Hulk, the Rolex Hulk, and what its future is. So let me go ahead and throw in a couple of photographs of my Hulk right here. As you can see, the Hulk is identical in every respect to the standard Submariner, except for it's got that green sunburst dial and that incredible green ceramic bezel. Hey guys, look, thanks for being with me on this video. I would really appreciate it if you would like this video and subscribe to my channel so we can do this again. If you've already been with me, thanks so much, and welcome to the new guys. Okay guys, a bit of background. About 2 weeks ago, I received an email from a new source. Now, if you would like to become a source of information, I would appreciate your contacting me at markgoldberg8@gmail.com. I received information from a new source which had not been confirmed by any other source. This source was neither an authorized dealer nor an employee of Rolex. However, this person is in fact a Rolex collector who claimed to have been shown a copy of the 2021 Rolex catalog. Now, I didn't believe him, or let's at least say I was highly unsure. I think that's a kinder way to put it. I was highly unsure. So I started taking steps to confirm. Why was I really unsure that this individual had seen the 2021 Rolex catalog and that the information contained therein was relevant and report worthy to you folks? Well, the reason for my doubt was justified, and that is there is no Rolex 2021 catalog. It doesn't exist. Or does it? Or did it? Or will it? So I began taking steps to confirm, and I reached out to my good friend Moneypenny. Moneypenny, you know who you are. Could be a man, could be a woman, could be conjoined twins. We don't know. But we do know that Moneypenny has proven extremely reliable. And it took Moneypenny a good long while to run this information down. So to my first reporting source, I would like to say thank you, and I'm sorry that I doubted you. And the next time that you contact me, you've got instant credibility, sir or madam. And that would be because you did see the Rolex 2021 catalog, and the information that you gave me was correct. Now, almost nobody who's going to talk about it, virtually nobody who's going to talk about it, has seen the Rolex 2021 catalog, and Moneypenny will explain why and what it contains that's relevant to the Hulk. So, from Moneypenny. Hi Mark, I can confirm that Rolex had started to distribute the new 2021 catalog to the ADs in preparation for Baselworld 2020, and that was to have been held in, what was it, May? Was it May or April of this year? If you know that, throw it in the comments for me, guys. Before I go on with Moneypenny's email, the thing that I can tell you is Rolex, just like most of the major manufacturers, gives all their new announcements and releases all their literature, and they discontinue what they're going to discontinue and release the new stuff and the modified stuff. They do that at Baselworld every year, but this year things blew up big. The Swatch Group pulled out of Baselworld last year. Rolex was to attend, but Baselworld was canceled due to, worldwide pandemic, and then Baselworld was rescheduled for January of 2021. So it was moved back essentially 6 months. The information I have, not directly from Moneypenny by the way, but the information that I have, I think the party line, common gossip, is that Rolex was in a bit of a snit at the autocratic way in which Baselworld rescheduled the show without consulting Rolex. Now I can't confirm or deny the truth of that matter, but That is the rumor on the street, guys. And so shortly after Basel announced their new date of January 2021, Rolex formally withdrew from Baselworld, presumably forever. At any rate, at the first sign that Basel was going to be canceled, Rolex recalled those catalogs from the authorized dealer when Baselworld was canceled. Now, here's the key point that I got from my original source and confirmation now from Moneypenny, a very trusted source. So now we have, this is the way Woodward and Bernstein did their reportage on Watergate. You needed multiple sources to confirm. Now, I don't claim to be on quite that level, guys, but let's just say I find this somewhat more credible now that I've got two sources confirming. One of them being Moneypenny, a previously very reliable source. And in fact, let me give you a little bit of Moneypenny's credentials. Moneypenny told me when Rolex was going to open, and it was exactly correct. I heard that days and days and days in advance of when it actually happened. Moneypenny told me that Rolex had applied for early opening and was denied before that was common knowledge. Moneypenny told me a very, very long time ago, July of 2019, Moneypenny told me that Rolex was going to start ramping up production of steel sports watches through Christmas so that their authorized dealers could fill more orders off their wait list and make a bit of money before Christmas, before Rolex would then ratchet down supply and keep steel sports in short supply. Remember when Rolex began to do exactly that, people were like, oh my God, the bubble is over. Rolex is going to make 1 million of them. And I repeated the line over and over again, which I had been given from Moneypenny, that the Rolex was going to open it up and then tighten the screws back down. Okay, continuing now about the Hulk, Moneypenny says, in the 2020-21 catalog, there was no Hulk. Let me repeat that. There was no Hulk in the 2021 catalog. The authorized dealer should not have released this information to a customer. And the reason that Moneypenny said that is because I relayed the information that I was given from source number one, and Moneypenny confirms that the AD, or at least some of them, have seen these catalogs, but they were never supposed to be showing them in advance to a customer. My AD has told me nothing, so I know nothing from my AD, and probably it would be true of you guys too. The reason is that the authorized dealers are, these guys have they've signed very close contracts which require them to do all the right things by Rolex in order to retain their authorized distributorship, and who can blame them, Theoretically, it should be profitable. So if I were an authorized dealer and I signed a non-disclosure, I would stick to it, right? But one of these guys did not. So continuing here with Moneypenny's information, the production below is still in progress on a limited basis. This is interesting information. The production below is still in progress on a limited basis for 2020. What was below? Pretty much every other iteration of current Rolex Submariners. So the two-tone bluesy, still in production. The black ceramic Submariner date, still in production. The no date, still in production. The gold, still in production, and with all the various dial iterations. The two-tone black, the two-tone blue, and so forth, all the way up through gold. Those are remaining in production right now with the same super case, no thinned out lugs, with the same movement, no 70-hour power reserve. The stuff that you have always been used to for the last 10 years from Rolex in the Submariner line continues right now, with one exception. Hulk. Okay. All the new Rolex releases are also being produced for ready release in 2021. And that means all of the standard Rolexes that I have just spoken about are also being produced with a narrower lug profile, which is to say a modified super case. It's the not so super case. That's what I think we're going to call this. There's the old case, there's the current super case, and then what's coming with the thinned lugs, it's going to be the not so super case. with the new movement and the 72-hour power reserve. So Rolex is currently producing both old and new. That's really, what a company Rolex is. What an amazing company. I think that's so smart of them, because their marketing, their release, their distribution, everything was interrupted by a global worldwide pandemic. And what do? They very, very quickly figure out how to recover from that, and how to keep the pipeline full, and how to time releases of modified product, new product, how to time that without taking a big hit in terms of production or distribution. So this company is run by very, very brilliant people. Okay, you may not like how they do business, how they inject exclusivity into the line, and I don't like that at all times either, on the one hand. On the other hand, man, we got to give these guys credit. They are not stupid. So I repeat, the Hulk was not in the 2021 catalog. Everything else was. But right now, Rolex is making old style Submariners and new style Submariners, but they are not making the Hulk. Guys, what does this mean? Well, let me give you a little bit of let me waffle on for just another moment and tell you what I think you should do with this information. First, Rolex prices have been down a little bit due to the pandemic, but they seem to be squeaking back up a little. At its high, I want to say you could purchase a Hulk for in the $15,000 range. And I think it's gone as low as $13,500. I think this is a fantastic time to buy a Hulk. So I wouldn't rush out and get one if it never interested you before. But if you have been thinking all along, I want a Hulk, I want a Hulk, I want a Hulk, I'll wait and see what happens. Let me tell you people, do it right now. Do it right now. For reference and comparison, I bought a Batman when it was not popular. I bought it under MSRP for $7,500 full kit. I still have it. And then when it was discontinued, it skyrocketed to almost double, and now it's down a little bit from there. But the Hulk is in the exact same equivalent category. You used to be able to buy Hulk under MSRP because it was unpopular and nobody wanted it. But now it got popular. However, just due to pandemic and global economic uncertainty, its prices have dropped a bit. But what do you think is going to happen, guys, when the news comes out that the Hulk is for sure discontinued for whatever we're going to call this year? I don't think you're going to really see the result of the discontinuation until 2021. And the thing is, I don't know if that's going to happen in the beginning of 2021 or in the middle of 2021. But let's just say within 1 year, the Hulk is history. It's toast. So if you've wanted one, well, prices are slightly depressed right now. Man, this is the exact moment to get it, first of all. Secondly, if you have one and you're thinking you might get bored with it, so you were toying with the idea of selling it, guys, I would hold on at least another 8-9 months. Don't sell. You will really, really regret it, I feel like, if you part with a Hulk anytime soon, because your ability to rebuy is going to be severely reduced when that thing gets discontinued. Where is it going to go? I think it's going to instantaneously hit 18 when it is discontinued, when that becomes absolutely, known. Am I giving you truth as best as I believe it? Absolutely. But we still have to classify it as, unknown, the future, rumor. Well-considered rumor from well-considered sources, but nonetheless, we don't know this for absolute sure. So if you were lucky enough to buy a Hulk in the last year, like myself, like my friend Bruce Williams, don't sell, man. Hold on. I think you're going to be sitting very, very pretty soon. Yes, I think it's going to spike very quick to $18,000, and then, it'll slowly retrench down to something a lot more reasonable. It'll regain its 15, maybe even 16. Guys, I don't know what you think of all this mess, but let's talk about it in the comments. I will be reading all of them and answering as best I can. I want to thank you for joining me, for sticking with me through this video. I appreciate it so much. If you'd like and subscribe so we can do this again together. 2020, what a year. Let's do this together. Goldberg, peace out.